104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. We are reaching out to the head coach of the Houston Cougars right now. Kelvin Sampson joins us. Coach, your guy, Damyean Dotson, he's a Knick now. What can Knicks fans expect from him?
Consistency of effort. That kid plays hard, guys. I mean, he really compares. A lot of guys that play hard, but not everybody competes. Damyean Dotson competes. Outstanding three-point shooter. I talked to the Knicks twice yesterday, and one of the last things I said to the guys I was talking to was pull up our game at Memphis this year and just look at his shot attempts. And then you turn around and he averages 7 rebounds a game from the wing position. So, but that tells you a little bit about his spirit. A lot of guys want to rebound, but they don't always get in there and fight for him. But Dot rebounds the ball. He makes open threes. Does not take bad shots. He shoots when he should shoot, and he passes when he should pass. And he's a great team player. Joy to coach. I'll miss his his talent and points and all that. But the thing I'll miss most is his leadership and how much he cared about our program.
It's very encouraging for Knicks fans to hear that type of endorsement from you. You said you talked to the Knicks. Did you talk to Phil Jackson, one of the scouting departments? And what was Dotson's connection or communication, if at all, with Phil?
Well, I have no idea what his communication was there. People I talked to yesterday was, I think it was a conference call. I know Walker D. Russell and Jeff was on the call, and they asked great questions. I thought the Knicks did a great job of evaluating, scouting. I know they had other guys they were looking at. I don't know much about the kid that the 18-year-old kid they drafted first. Obviously, he must be a talented, really talented kid. But Dotson will help that second unit. He's not a starter right now. That's not who he is right now. But a guy that can go in that second unit and make baskets. That's what he'll be good at.
Head coach of the Houston Cougars with us right now, Kelvin Sampson, talking about Damyean Dotson, who is the second-round pick of the New York Knicks. Now, you told us what's great about Dotson, and we're excited because consistency is something Knicks fans are really looking for. Do you think the Knicks are a good fit when we use words like the triangle for Dotson?
That was one of the questions they asked about his learning curve. And it was a great question, obviously, because they run an offense that requires reads and spacing and ball movement to certain spots. And having coached in the NBA for 6 years, I remember we played Minnesota and Kurt Rambis was coaching the Timberwolves, and he was trying to run the triangle. If you can, it's like baseball. If you're a great hitter, where are they going to play him? First base, right field, designated hitter. Who knows? But he's going to play because he can hit. Well, the same thing if you can shoot. I don't think the offense matters. The ball's going to find the shooter, and if you're open, knock it down. There's a lot of ways to score other than running a triangle. If the triangle is your offense, you can score in transition. You can score off offensive rebounds and kick out open threes. Quick penetration and kick out. That's where Dotson excels.
Coach, you touched on your experience in the NBA before. Any advice that you offered Damyean as he pursued the NBA career?
Yeah, I think the one thing about I think he had 17 or 18 workouts, 19, something like that. When our season ended, I encouraged him to, whatever representation that he's going to get, go ahead and get that over with so he could get ready for Portsmouth. And then he goes to Portsmouth and he was the MVP. And I traveled out there and watched him play a couple games. You can tell Dot was comfortable. We run an NBA style spacing offense here, so he understood how to get to the corners versus hanging around the wing area. But the big thing for him was just not change. You don't all of a sudden have a college career and say, well, I've got to do this if I'm going to make it in the NBA. At the end of the day, you got to be who you are, and he does a great job of that.
Head coach of the Houston Cougars, Kelvin Sampson, with us right now. Coach, that Houston program growing in popularity all over the country. What can we expect next from your hoops team?
I think this will be our best team. Obviously, we're going to miss Dot, but I think we're going to be better at 4 positions. We have another kid that's got a great chance to get drafted next year, Rob Gray, who led our league in scoring. Actually, Dot was our second leading scorer. Rob Gray led us in scoring. I think Dot averaged around 18, Rob averaged around 20. But Rob Gray's back. Our point guard's back. I think we have better depth at every position. So I expect next year to be our best team. I'm really excited about our team next year.
Coach, we're really excited about Dot joining the Knicks. Like you said, consistency, hard worker, and good shooter, and I that's something that we can really use up here in New York. So thanks for your tutelage of the kid, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, you guys will come to respect him because he gives you his money's worth, your money's worth every single day. There's no ups and downs with that kid. He brings it every day.
Coach, we appreciate you making time for us.
Okay, thank you for having me on, guys.